They told you a story. It is a story you have heard your entire life. Work hard, get a good job, save your money, put a little away in a savings account each month, and one day, you will be rich. This advice is simple and sounds responsible, but it is a lie. Not malicious, just dangerously incomplete. It is the single biggest money myth that keeps millions stuck in financial frustration. Their bank account never seems to grow despite all their efforts. The path they sold you is not a path to wealth. For most, it is a treadmill. You followed the rules, didn't you? You went to school, you got the job, you diligently pay your bills on time, you might even have a budget, you track your spending, you cut back on lattes and avocado toast. You feel a small sense of pride moving $100 into savings. It feels like progress, it feels safe. But then life happens. The car needs a repair, the rent goes up again, groceries creep higher every month. That little pile of savings never becomes the mountain you were promised. This is not a personal failure. You're not bad with money. You've been given the wrong map. The old rules, work hard, save diligently, and wait. Suchari, så livet sauderod, for, and that der förest and den skinstorn In a world with pensions, lower inflation, more predictable costs, that world is gone. Using that map now leaves you lost in a modern city. You will work very hard. You will feel like you are moving. But you'll end up lost, confused, far from your destination. The promise was a rich life. The reality is just getting by. The truth, saving money doesn't make you rich. Saving keeps you from being poor in an emergency. It's defensive, critical, but it won't score you points. You cannot save your way to a rich life. It's mathematically impossible for most people. The system isn't designed for it. Acknowledging this isn't pessimism. It's the first, crucial step to building real wealth. Stop blaming yourself for a game rigged against your strategy. It's time to learn the new rules. Let's talk about the invisible force that is silently eating your savings alive. It's a simple, destructive chain of events that plays out every single day. First, you earn your income. You work 40 hours a week. You work 50 hours a week. You work 60 hours a week. You get your paycheck. Next, you pay your expenses. Rent or mortgage, car payment, utilities, food. What's left goes into savings. But here's where the breakdown happens. That saved money just sits there. An invisible thief called inflation gets to work. Inflation means prices rise every year. Your dollar buys less next month than today. Picture your savings as a bucket with a tiny leak. A bucket labeled savings being filled by a small tap. A crack near the bottom labeled inflation leaking a larger stream. You pour a cup of water into it every week. Each day a few drops leak out. At first you barely notice. The water level seems to be rising. Over 5 years, over 10 years, over 20 years. 0.5% interest in your savings versus 3% inflation. You lose 2.5% buying power yearly. You're on a financial treadmill, the speed keeps increasing. Imagine you save $10,000, you feel good, you tuck it in a savings account earning 1% interest. After 1 year, you have $10,100. If inflation was 3% that year, things that cost $10,000 now cost $10,300. More dollars, less power. Your $10,100 can't buy what $10,000 did a year ago. You've lost $200 in real value. Multiply that over 30 years, over 40 years. The small leak becomes a catastrophic flood. This is the core problem. Your income is active. You trade time for money. Your savings are passive. They lose value. You fight an active battle at work but lose a silent, passive war in your bank. People feel like they're spinning their wheels. They are earning, spending, saving. Yet wealth declines. The system isn't broken. It's operating as designed. It's not built to make savers rich. It rewards a different group entirely. The solution is not to, try harder, or to find some magical motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It is unreliable. Relying on motivation to manage your finances is a recipe for failure. You will not feel motivated to manage your money after a long, exhausting day at work. The secret to building wealth is not about passion or willpower. It is about building systems. A system is a set of automatic rules and processes that works for you in the background, whether you feel like it or not. It does the heavy lifting for you. A system is what separates the perpetually stressed from the effortlessly wealthy. A system does not care if you are tired, busy, or uninspired. It executes the plan regardless. Think about your 401k or other workplace retirement plan. Money is taken from your paycheck and invested before you even have a chance to see it, touch it, or spend it. That is a system. It is automatic. It is consistent. Now imagine applying that same powerful logic to your entire financial life. The goal is to stop being the manual operator of your money and become the architect of a machine that grows it. Your job is to design the system once, turn it on, and then let it run. This shifts the entire dynamic. Instead of your money being a source of constant stress and decision fatigue, it becomes a source of passive progress. You are no longer just saving money that loses value over time. You are directing your money into assets like low-cost index funds that have the potential to grow faster than inflation. You are putting your money to work so one day you do not have to. This is the fundamental mindset shift. You must move from being a saver to being an owner. Savers lend their money to banks for a pitiful return. Owners or investors buy a small piece of the world's greatest companies and participate in their growth. You do not need to be a Wall Street genius to do this. You do not need to pick stocks or time the market. You just need to build a simple, boring, and automated system that regularly buys a diversified slice of the market for you. This is how wealth is actually built, not through frantic effort or rare genius, but through dull, relentless, automated consistency. Rule 1. Automate your investments. Pay yourself first, automatically. Start with 5% or 10% if you can. Rule 2. Invest in simple, low-cost index funds. Don't try to be a stock-picking hero. Rule 3. Aggressively increase your savings rate each year.